So with the three short-run theories of why aggregate supply can vary, just looking at it with an algebra equation, you can kind of see how you can end up with production above or below your natural rate. So yn is your natural rate of production. So think your long-run max production level in your economy. And what this is showing you is that if, for example, price levels are higher than expected, there's an alpha coefficient that will add to your overall natural rate, and you can end up producing above your long-run potential or for a very short period of time. If you have price levels lower than expected, so if price is lower than what's expected, this is negative then, and it will take away from your natural rate, and your overall production will be below your full potential, hence a recession. So the imperfect price adjustment here can kind of show you how production levels can go below full potential during a recession or something like that with imperfect price adjustment in the short run. So just a quick thing, Y is your output or GDP. This is like your full potential, your natural rate. That's the long run aggregate supply curve. And then you can see how the description here of prices being different than what's expected, and you can have a variance in it. Prices being lower than expected, then natural rate is below its full potential. So this would be negative and it'll take away from your natural rate. If price levels are higher than expected, this will add to your natural rate, and you'll be short term above your long run potential. So just a little bit more on that. So expected price levels, and price is greater than expected. GDP goes short term above the long run natural rate. Notice this will not be sustainable in the long run. In the long run, you always got to go back to your natural rate. So this is, if your natural rate is like producing $18 trillion worth of goods, short term, if prices are higher than expected, you might be able to produce, let's say, 18.5 trillion. But eventually that's not sustainable and you go back to your natural rate of 18 trillion. If price levels are lower than expected, you can go below your natural rate, maybe 17.5 trillion. Eventually, though, price levels will adjust and you go back to your natural rate of, let's say in my example, 18 trillion. So just so you can kind of see how the three theories can cause your GDP to vary in the short term. So we're starting to explain, how a recession might be able to happen, how you can have production less than your natural rate, and how you might even have a boom in your economy that might not be sustainable, what sometimes referred to as an inflationary boom. You go above your long-run potential, maybe even overheat the economy a little bit, and then you got to go eventually back to your long-run natural rate. So the three theories basically do the same thing when it comes to varying the short-run aggregate supply.